Hello everyone, welcome to Engineering Xplained channel. In this session, I am going to take Basic Thermodynamics, Model 3, Lecture 10. That is a Clausius Inequality. The Clausius Inequality, which gives the criterion for the deciding reversibility and irreversibility of the cycle. This equation is the Clausius Inequality, which will give the cyclic integral of the dq by t, which is less than or equal to 0. And it is not equal to 0, less than or equal to 0. That's why it is called a Clausius inequality. And the condition what it is reaching, whether it is equal or less than, that the condition we are going to take at the end. And before, we have to derive this Clausius inequality equation by considering the reversible and irreversible cycles. And later onwards, the equation we are going to use for uh, deciding whether it is a reversible process or a irreversible or a impossible, like that. Okay, first we'll take that is the consideration of the cycle. Let us consider a cycle ABCD. Okay, here ABCD cycle is considered. In this one, it consists of four processes. Let AB be a general process. This AB is a general process, either reversible or irreversible. This is either it may be a reversible or a irreversible. While all the other processes in the cycle are reversible. The other processes, that is a BC, CD, and DA, these processes are reversible. Let the cycle be divided into number of elementary cycles. Okay, this cycle, whole cycle, whatever ABCD is there, this is divided into number of elementary cycles. That means here we can see this is the one cycle. Okay, like this, the number of elementary cycles it will be divided. The number of elementary cycles, this will be divided. Then for one of these elementary cycle, for this one of the such elementary cycle, here it will be taken. This is the one elementary first cycle is taken. Okay, for this one of the elementary cycle, we can write the efficiency is equal to dq2 by dq. The dq2 is the output to the input heat transfer, what it is there, the dq2 by dq we can write, where dq is the heat supplied at T, that is the heat supply, and dq2 is the heat rejected at T2. Okay, output to the input, by considering that we can write this efficiency. Then further moving, now the efficiency of a general cycle, the Carnot efficiency, here we are going to consider. The efficiency of a general cycle will be equal to or less than the efficiency of reversible cycle. This is given by the Carnot theorem. In the Carnot theorem, the efficiency of general cycle will be equal or less than the efficiency of the reversible cycle. It never more than the reversible cycle. No engines having the more efficiency than the reversible cycle, that given by the Carnot's theorem. That we can write by using this equation. Here, this is efficiency of the general cycle. Okay, that is 1 minus of dq2 by dq. Okay, where the dq2 is the heat rejected. Okay, then dq is the heat supplied. Okay, the heat supplied and heat rejected, what we have taken in the previous elementary cycle. And for that elementary cycle only, if you take as a reversible, which is less than or equal to 1 minus of dq2 by dq reversible. Okay, this is the efficiency for the reversible cycle, and this is efficiency for the general cycle. Okay, then which will be less than or equal to. Then this one, if you eliminate from both sides, we can write that is a dq2 by dq, dq2 by dq is greater than or equal to dq2 by dq. Okay, this terms greater than terms comes after elimination of the minus 1 from both sides. Okay, that is the dq2 by dq greater than or equal to dq2 by dq reversible. Then here the numerator and denominator, if you interchange, what we can write, that is the dq will take in the denominator, then dq2 in the dq will take to the numerator, and Q2 will take to the denominator. That is a dq by dq2 we can write by reversing these terms. Then that will become say less than or equal to dq by dq2 reversible. Then since dq by dq2 reversible is equal to T by T2, this by using the efficiency of the uh, engines, reversible engines in terms of the temperature if you take, okay, there it will become say T by T2 in terms of the temperatures. Okay, then here this arrangement what it is there for the reversible cycle, we can write for the general cycle. That is a dq by dq2 less than or equal to T by T2. Okay, here it is equal for the reversible, but it is dq by dq2 is less than or equal to T by T2 for the general cycle. Then these term, if you rearrange, that means here T if you can divide to this first term and dq2 if you take to the numerator in the second term, then we can write or dq by T, that's a dq by T less than or equal to dq2 by T2 for any process AB. This can be written for the any process AB reversible or irreversible. Okay, the AB process is the reversible or irreversible. It is a general process. For that general process, we are going to write this equation dq by T, which is less than or equal to dq2 by T2. Further moving, for reversible process, what we can write, that is a entropy can be given for the reversible process, that is equal to dq reversible by T. Already we know that entropy is the heat transfer to the temperature ratio. The change in heat transfer to the temperature ratio is the entropy, and that is given for the reversible process, which will be given as the dq2 by T2 for the our considered process. Okay, in the considered process, it is a dq2 heat rejection we have taken, the temperature is taken T2. Then, hence for any process we can write, where dq is the heat supply and that is T is the temperature, which is less than or equal to ds, because here dq by T is less than or equal to dq2 by T2. Okay, here this term for the dq2 by T2, what it is there, for that if you substitute this dq by T less than or equal to, then we can write this equation dq by T for any process. This one we can write less than or equal to ds, that is the entropy. By using this equation we can write here it is a equal, ds is equal for this dq2 by T2, but according to this the ds will be less than or equal to this dq by T. Okay, then this is here taken for any process. Then for cycle we can take, this is for the particular process AB we have taken, the other processes are there. Okay, the AB process is a reversible or a irreversible process. Then whole cycle if you apply this one, okay, for whole cycle ABCD what it is there, for that if you apply, we can take cyclic integral of dq by T is less than or equal to cyclic integral of ds, entropy, change in entropy. Then since entropy is a property and the cyclic integral of any property is 0, we know that cyclic integral of any property is 0. Okay, then the here entropy is a property, therefore this term becomes 0. Then we can write therefore cyclic integral of dq by T is less than or equal to 0. And this equation what it is there, this equation is known as inequality of Clausius or Clausius inequality, and it provides the criterion of the reversibility of a cycle, and this equation provides the criterion of the reversibility of the cycle. Okay, the cycle is reversible or irreversible, that can be known by using this equation, and those conditions we are going to know in the next slide. If cyclic integral of dq by T is equal to 0, the cycle is reversible. And If cyclic integral of dq by t is less than 0, the cycle is irreversible and possible. And if cyclic integral of dq by t is greater than 0, the cycle is impossible since it violates second law. Okay, these two conditions only are considered for the possible cycles, and the third condition is not possible for the cycle. This is the conditions which are given by the Clausius inequality. Thanks for watching. If you like, share, subscribe and comment.